me dofopa what is saying mantini aka no se dey mate wo ho ye dia mate otwe dia mpon no a wotonsu kase egu amana so onto bi nwo abrabo so na abrabo mfefe aduawa a ede nimdie ye die ne nkoso bebrɛwo wo se me saying amen me te Adom TV ede enkurahye dwumade na me de brɛwo edi amje so ene ni tekotego ba kope na enese so no asema me de eba ne se wan kasa wa mamre ne de what is your personal culture ya kan mamre a ya wa mamre akodo bebere wo hia Nigeria ni a o wa mamre wo hia China ni a o wa mamre wo hia America ni a won wa mamre enta mamre na edani pa soronko nti wo hia obi a ne suban ne ye ne kasa ene ne ntare hyemu ene ne ma o ye nyina kire se we de o ye ni pessimist even Ghana e wo kra na wo hia se be framantem ni a o tie ni din na hwe ne ye se wo jabe wo ye igbeni o se ani nya gbogbo to amanye o hwe ni pani din ne ye ne kasa se ganji bo na aka me ganji mi ena o hwe ni pani din na hwe se we de jabe o fo se ekrum o so se tuna na ne me che se ni su ne kasa ntare hyem ne ye ene ne oma ya esombo ma no e kire empo na mamre bebi ofriba na nipeku amamre de ye nanso ne de ma men kan kire se ehia etwa to say one kasa bepo amamre. When God formed you from the dust of the earth, he breathed into you a breath of life, and that breath of life was a communication of the attributes of God in you. Onyame esa dotie eno de ye wo no ye no butu so eno oje ahome egu mu sa ahome na oje ye no odni su ene ban ene hye wo mu ite se wonam wo ye onyame mapa na wonye onipa keke wo ye onyame sunsum. Therefore the image that was designed in such a way that you must function based on the attributes of God. You must function based on the mandate of God, because you're not just human, you're not just a woman, you're not just a man. You are an image of God with the breath of God residing in you. Until you nyame su in the bind. Na mom de abane say, ya wo to wiase a bebi ebe wo ato no utiko yi a ebia na ohanya ebusua papa. Utiko yi na bi akoda ku papa m. Na ebi akoda ba bi a wona mamne na ebetete wo. Wo de ntimi nye. We ye fa ne say na asi Yankopon so ne ba na wo de hye omu no kwan. So by the time abenya be 10 12 years no, you lose that image, that capacity, that attribute of God. And then you become more of a Ghanaian, more of an Akan, more of a Gan, more of a Voltarian, more of a Notna, and you lose that attribute. That's the danger we face in our lives. Nobody will train you alongside their culture and the culture where you are coming from. So see, who say if you be nearby, ye da ye na yem bosome nkron, obi na ye ye ne to ye na yem akora ye. Enu nti ne ba no edu ne mre so no, yetimi wia ye. Obi anche se yanwia. Edu ne mre so yetimi tutata, obi anche ye. Edu ne mre so yetimi kan ma ne da. Obi anche nti ye di suban bi, ye di nimde di bi na ba wiase. Na mom ewiase efa no mum esa ye hyebre na ye to ye di mfufuro. We had the capacity to carry out the mandate to be fruitful as human beings, to multiply and dominate the earth. Onipa. One will say, Onyame sabi obo kraman and obo jamwa. Me sorry anopa who said Jaboy, whoa, debi massa and say Jaman why by 4. And I mean who kraman o dear crachi or crachi no away. Kraman or you don't pay no pamakron for a jamwa or pamunkra and no winam. Yesano. Na and cram for one yumbi. Alonte Juloni, Aye, Alonte Juloni, Caprepe, ne ko chese ejamo ekrofo. Enti abwebia woni su ne ba Nyankopon de bo no ya won sakrem. Enti kraman won ba, what it say kraman ba, na ne suban be kraman. Akoko ofe ne nkosu ya ne maye nkoko na won su eye nkoko. Enipa ene ebe wiase a esuban de wo ye no ya sakrem. So we begin to have a collection of attributes as humans, that does not reflect the image of God. We begin to collect various attributes from our parents, from our siblings, from other elders, from school, from society, that are at variance with the attribute of God. And therefore we refuse and cease to reflect the image of God. Enti ewomu se onyame bo se ni sun ne ban se brabe ye nioma o asase so na bedi nioma nyina so na esansa abrabo aka wa hyenti no wontimi nna ni pasu a enyankopon su ne edi eno ne ye bre ene apinidie ene ahwease ene ohia ene subanfia adware ye no esanse bobre a ye de ba wo no wato na jaje mu eno akofa bobre foforo ene dey do suko Nebi say, who are you? Are you reflecting the image of God, or are you reflecting the image of Kwabena Kwesi and Ajwa? Maybe Tom Wine, maybe I'm MP. No, you are not an MP. You are an image of God. Maybe I'm a nursing doctor. Yes, what's she there? But it does not define you. What you are doing should not define you. Maybe I'm your wife and I'm your husband. Into me, my dear, say wife and husband. No. Who you are in your marriage should not define you. You must be defined by being an image of God. Aha, and a major war. Who's our sumbo? Na ochina. Meba, ebe kwaswe di jumede we ko simra ebe to asumu na wasakra woni yemu na wate abapa nyankopon hye wo mu. Meda so ase wo mra hwe me na meda Adom TV adwumako nyina ase a production team Thomas Priscilla ena eja webe kampedu me camera ene me sound fo nyina me da wase wo a wonya amre hwe me no woni onyame entina koso ana hwe badwumadimedie
Yena wa CBM na yamo akwa abamra Adom TV Badwam dwumadie so yeda Apostle Dr. Ni te Kotegwase eni nkranhye nsema wode abie anoama yede du so ne Badwam kase ensem no ne obetie wo mu bi eni enne na Supreme Court efa mrashebedwa akonwa nan ya ye declare vacant anase obie ni ho no yede ho ensem no ebebro na fe yabo ransom foforo mu Ghana Mine Workers Union so ede to Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources say animanimi ya one pay investor na wo megginemu bogoso Christian Mine wo sabre adwumakuo no sade yi binmo afri ho no ne nsem bi na no pay medebro Adom TV Badwam kase wo share live on Facebook/AdomTV Extra Go TV 119 DSTV 280 uko YouTube wo search ya Adom TV 2 ensem we ni bebre so wadaroma what's now laptop no anymore kwa adomonline.com ewo ho faseda mama Joy Trish wotadi ba koneshemi medi de afia amankwa tamaklo afia ni de mientie said ensem ni chemu etie ene na yehwe ni mu say Supreme Court ede ne judgment so ebeba fa mrashebedwa akonya enan no a yesi mrashebedwa ni ana mrashebedwafo enteso no eno a lawyer fo a etwitwaje speaker won mo anko statement nso a ama yamane boni ohina mponsa ko ho etwaso
prerogative of the first defendant to file anything at all. With respect, I think that if the first defendant came before the court at the last agenda date, represented by counsel made representations before the court to file submissions at a certain point in time, elects not to do so, and then for no reason at all, elects also to appear before the court. Clearly, that is disrespect to the court. I made this observation because I'm the attorney general leader of the bar and all that.
Did you say you are relying on your first to fourth issues and abandoning the rest?
My Lord, I'm saying that first 1, 2, 3, 4 be taken as one determines all the issues before the court.
By court, the judgment of this court will be delivered tomorrow, 12th November 2024.
Yewura afenyo marking so ede ne nsem betu dwa no kire se ensem wo ekoso e wo Ghana mrashebedwafie no anya fe
de ekoso no enye yesre Mr. Speaker so omboa na asomdwembra parliament oma NDC fo no ensori mfi bebi omote enkotena omokwanya so yenye enkotena so enye yekwanya no yekwanya ne de ewo ne nifa omote ne benkum onka nche ne NDC fo no monko ene nche se yembu no yebu no pa ye papa no no na de oye no enye ese ye ka no kreche no ye da se
ye
Ghana Mine Workers Union, and so they told Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and many years one more empire a year a strategic investor. Yeah, one over behe Boko Supristia Mine. Sabre mining lease one more JDA a free future global resources and some beabusumi no entemni.
Near Kanyana na say 50 September, ebesi November. Almost 2 months in here. Yante he. Yanim ni koso. Ya dia yesusu say. Minerals Commission ye na dwuma ewie. A omode recommendation e dia be ma minister ne dia. Anka minister oboko nanim na yenyina yehu bebia asem no ewo. But yante he. So ni ye ka e kire minister ene na ban ne say. Anya bia ne ekoso no omom entua na mon tententem na yenyina yehu bebia yegina omom bo investor for fra oba beji bogo so prestia mine no na ode sika de ahye adwuma no mu na adwuma no atimi atumpon akonanim. And so near yede as a union no na ye hwehwe no no na ye bo minister ene na ban koko say baby edru no a chekakra na enimia omoma yehu baby a
President ya wono da Ghana Patriotic Pastors Apostle Dr. Wata Sakwa Mante wade tu obi bia enim wonu a edimu abato no hyehyɛ ne bibia mu amanyofo nyina sɛ yenka mom na asomdwe enye dwuma.
Say ye na embasa when na bibi kosia na bia conflict bia na say akukunkuku na ade unhwe ya na moja akohwe form. And Bible can say anybody who spirit Genesis 9:6 obia offer or the moja hwe form no ono so ni moja be hwe form. And you're very careful.
Akabosome kakra bi na tese ye kwakoto abayi mampani ne mrahye bedwafo na de hye wo mansie e wo Kintampo South Badwam pesua no so na ne de hye nyina sa nei wo mo de wontumi no ma MPP amanyukuo fise nkunimdie e won dia
ye wo tickets for the band premiers ye bo so ake e chance no atiti nka bo no asai eno so ye be pese e ko mesinsie eno so amaye na mansie ye ka je o tai abatu no MPP da mona
eno achi o manfo bi nso e kire senti a obeto ama NPP amanyo
one yes kunye o ma bi si amaye yenso ye o ma be ya amaye na ye ni network o ma bi si amaye na aduma so asema ya je ba ya ban ko fa aduma ja ba ko ma ma ni ni ma nyina enye bi truly ko e be ma ye ji na so aso ada ma ye
bi aya je ye ni aso ayeye de bi say free education o de ba ye ni achi.
Presidential candidate MNDC amanyoko ya John Dramani Mahama ode to wona to aba wo manye nim ni tichu ni mfimfin mantemu se wo ma wani na ho pa wa fi abato mu se be ya dwurumdie BNP mu ewo ho
eda no duru ho a yenya yenya krado ebi se yenya ne bebo abato no ho ban mi anka se nipa mienu a yeyi akotra ho omonkwa na ehwe so yenyina abaye polling agents ada no
eno achi wakade to aso sen
wa wo hwe wiem a unim se nsesan ba but MPP for no we are very fast until despite say nyame abie kwan man say yanhwe abato no yi a omo de be fa ye kon ho ye de fa kon ho so a mbeka say ene kokoten so munim ni omo aye okoto omo de omo jaja koye homa enti na make say abato ayebetui yenko Supreme Court polling station wa any ebewi abato no any collation centers
Rasha bejani ma adihye wo fomina Badwam pesua so de to adihye wo ho nimu se nkabomu enya de esi woni so na wontumi emra bonten da no 7 December wo meto aba ne bum ema ono mra hwebedwani na fe MPP amanyuko no
opese wa achieve bibia enkabomu is number 1 anunti enyema sisi kakra nanso ye ho nyina ne ehwe se ene dai ebesi
Daniel Kinsley Asabuaf ono so ni amani boni enkomo twetwe mu no ene wodi tu jase
famra ayo coincidence bia babia no weiba na weiba na wonchi no edoso na emma asumudwe emma ba se no a ye nyina yakabom ene chairman fo ayo wo jina pen ene ye ni agasa ye nua amakwasi ama ye nyina ni ye tayechi Lord Menam, your former MP. I say, Mamina, obey you if you are. As well, Minia, I am party, I have some no.
Independent parliamentary candidate on so Obuasi West, Yokofi appear nin. Make us say what the water pumps machine, any mower, and our communities, Pessia Bia, 1 Pessiano, so Cassiano, etwaso.
Yes, a month for Neka area and Central. Don't have a training, you sound so normal, so pump. I'm going to both Sufi and buy a person supplement. Kumano, I say, bear the woman issue. No circulating position, and you don't money, then you find a photo pump. I just come on. They bench has not mentioned so pack of Fumia or Manda Dom Saddle. Let's have more the bro, the money be added. They broke.
Owusu eyenhia so mrantie hene obo kofia peni enin abaso ewo niama wode aba bedom wo no mo
yeda na se waya de pa ye ni panyina na ebe se empo wo mo te so dada no o mo ntimi ye sade na dewura apieni ayamaye no o mo ntimi ye prempiem de bia o mo ba mo emi edu o mo chipa ko ye se ye to ba mo o mo do mo numu nyina anso o mo ye bibia amaye
Mayanyina no so na Adom TV Badwam kasia no pay no aha na brema kwan na yede asie yeda se papa omre no adaje yebekọ so asrew so obetwen ye ifise oda bonkrata ne bi ene online de no so yede somo ti twen ye yenche yekwaba yeda se yamo akwa ba bi emra Adom TV Badwam dwumedie no eso de radia se papa se anadwo dasuo mu no anaya da no na awrade wen ye ai fi se sabre mu na wiem atumfo edi won bone akese yenso sa anadwo kro no a no na awrade ne na bofo no ejina yenso atoto ya pono mu ti ebre so na de chiyenso ma ne ba wo bie ye enu nti na wote ase me ne umienu enye wa ho oden enye otumi nyo nyansa enye wadwuma bi ne wa ho ofe bi ne usika bi eye okese na nti usori a medofo hunamdia no kwa nyina ye adwuma no wo se papa medase se mpo enye adwuma mpa wo de no yesene obi nti de rade ase fana se dama no da de mo a wo da na se no na wo nhira no bambo no na eye kese fa ho nto nim de ene wa hunya ene wa japade bi so fa ho twere no ono na do ho twere no a wo mpanhwe ti ye ma na ache ye ma mo akwaba e do ba Badwam kaka kra bi ne yakwa akoto aba meni incoming Ura Benjamin Asante da ko ene gina ye na so e wo ha Awurade adom ono a na hwe ye so me etimi sori benya bete krob ye nie me mo ache Oh sane ye na se de bia ya mebo de nyame ase ai esumu via simu mamu
yeah moze
fise mini sani ya mekura midi yimanowa minimu
that's it
yime minimu oh
hey papa is akoye
why
gum okoye I see. How many if you walk there?
Oh, Nyamiado.
But who say a brand be share white top for fair maybe teacher. You did say.
Yeah. Webba. Oh.
Or the webba.
Webba. Debbie, but could become one son of webba. Mac Webber from Pong. From Pong.
Mac Webber from
Pong. That's what it did, sir.
I must say. And equal the space touch at also. On Momodiana. On call with space touch. Say the ACS set up in a good Ghana. Or call Miami Abibrea. The winner space touch at him there too.
na white so na
who is antu ye
antu ye ma who say ba ko bi so tin nchen also so she white bi ase eni asen kakra o say kanen ye senior ma di blue ye the one say chom do yi atade na baka say e blue ebe wo be wi na e white de ohun sa blue ni bi da blue na de wo susu kakra bi no na ama atade no asene kwa ne asaba normal no it is our branches also tin nchen no also for blue and one atade no na eni ne e fita ba yasne enya de papa
so also say whoever said that I also want to the
I'm so on spray starch and one ma who say e set for no so thank you Jesus ma who say set for no so no
e ja hu ne ma no pay
set for so omo so akọ e kantamanto ba ko bi owura bi di me hu ben obi wo e friend ben ma who so t-shirt bi t-shirt no she no osre efi ne ba ono ane ba ho na akora ni di ya wo ni mu nton to fofo fa ma na bibia go kama
oro na oro asa ko sere
ye hu amani o machia se me maba na wo se nya house madam jira sa na se bibia ko eno ameti se amanfo ka 11 24 and 11 12 24 e kiro se de bia da ye ko yanim ye gina faako nti abrabo no ko nanim no na won so prese enya ohare so enya ntem so na so prese on ne be ko se de esi ko boko kama me see se ade nyansa ya obo nyame so bo a enye yi ade nyansa ya bo nyame so bo misrew ade nyansa ya obo nyame so bo a enye yi ko akoma to yem de hia pa ene pa de biribia da na meka ne se wo siro nyame se o ma apomudin ejana because yare da ho de ya chen bibia o se o hwe pa se o ya o na o pa oni untimi nko untimi mma obo se ha enti ne de bia da e bo kokon so se de wo ye bia no so no in moderation abajo PROT de wo ye bia no in moderation osmosis muntie ben muntie ne ne mafo amaba bu de mo ye bia no exercise it in moderation me gina pa yi omo limited it to a certain group of people but a problem I wo mining to say camera for muntie nya se ye kan na do sa so sisi ugina how many years ni na omo je John Hama na do ji John Gazen mo amuti onyina so muntie kire muntie na wo so ba ko se on die ni tini dia ene ni tina ese ayi 40 bi so on die about what die is so on die the gold color ni tini is strange dia muntie bi bibia makika kwede oboka ta osmosis tie me GMA ni kura fio PROT GMA alarmed over rising alcohol abuse, drug and sexual misconduct among doctors. With the money GMA, the money doctors in Cranfield. Ghana worried or alarmed over rising alcohol abuse. Underline, alcohol abused. Aoba, 2 + 2. Concussion, 8 - 2. 3 6 8. Energy, all because of drug and sexual misconduct. Who the background crowd here? Where doctors don't mind specific because misconduct. But Ghana bigger picture no. PROT. Ufre soja mine now call South Africa. Now call your boase. Now call Tutuka. Now call see him say no. Nipa back won't so sa. And won't so about so. Tiede can asem young. You might think that we are, but the level of abuse. The level of abuse of drugs. And I just have fun, be say. Because bibia man do na mo fan chame pam to madara mo fan chame. Ma do na titu mabunu do na e wo man be say no. Ne botai nyina ne say onyame agapade o de a che na ese say e animunyam me ye besre no e ma ne kwa awade ma na e kompena twem da bi de. O so no pa na on pa adwuma bi anyo. Wo address shepe. One ultimate aim and amongst reasonable percentage of women trim. Or the koji ade. Mo also the man no camera the or therefore the yem franchiche therefore the also the chiche. Very important. So onu wie kwa na kahwe nsia can problem. ba wa abuse na wie no na won say ni sika o say ko hwe ni padua na afi na dachi de aka wa ha aka no di abro bia na ni mamu amu ahye efie no o de akotoro so ko efri sabre ya kokore no bibia combinations awodo minim lab ahodo amatimi akwa amutimu ze oka 20 na oka nyimtri na oka sidie na oka prekesep na oka okikabu na obuasim na efomwisa de no akakase na de awonta bema no
ampa ehono de be ya adwumo na daache wawie no
bema no
and daache no so kura ni akire
na nya daache ya
like some days na hu nsunso aso no dead me hu ba bi omode ko
enti bisiramu we kwa da doctor for so mo am pen for na kasa bisiramu so mo nya careful
mo reason ne senti no mo
mo nya careful doctor ba ku bi onu de o yare ko ho no osmosis yare bia ko bia osese oba yare bia so oba da yare bia uti o yakra so
obi wa he
yeah why yare bia odi ko uti o se ni nyina ze o movement o wona wan ko kase comfort ko because oni nim die no baby how to say we die doctor je kokobo make us a man for so jina so nko person from ba bre na yebre the Obokata men for daily graphic yeah paper Ghana paper na nkasa no daily graphic stand off in parliament solution rests with speaker afenyo mark na aka say die koso ba we ma gaga ya men tia se metra dodo fo ni metra kuma fo ni aha na betra men timi nkire bebi obi betra o se sa oye ne sakasa ni nipa ba ko pe ukom na shibe joma ono na ye speaker ono betoma sa oye nyina anu atimi abrase 4 MPs vacant seat controversy. Supreme Court delivers judgment today. Tienesa de nyina to betwa. They did be brebe nyina no. Sa nipa enine so mu seat vacant, vacant. They want to member to betwa. Supreme Court bekasa. Vote for competence above other considerations. NCC boss and the electorate here kaza. Omo ko mo honi. Kaba to oba. Komo ne namusa na komo tutu from mama eba tell say omo sika kofo. Omo ni akade no. Aban bia so equip omo wie da. Enti omo pick up de bia ho awe na achi. Omo offices in 10 time ko ne dex basa ability o. Omo ehwe ni upgrade such places. You know, it's important. Yeah, okay, you people also can daybreak so can Dr. Fona. There's a Dr. Fona.
Yes, I GMA ne dey about. So the fact that more can it means is serious.
Medical association.
Doctor wo munim dia wonim say wo shi cigarette affect your lungs no more no. Ya na em nwa. Because doctor dey wonim kura say ye wo akire. Nti dey na doctor wonim na wo ye. Ya na nwa.
Dey okay, I just so for wonim ono preacher on so nim say A B C D EFGH ne papa na so for na kase practice.
Serious
The Daily Guide near the way 4 MP seat saga Babin swerves Supreme Court judgment today and Rebecca campaigns for Baumia the Awaka local government minister commissions Techiman and Kranza markets.
It here does now him said now what we nyambo Saturday in here ya beba fistula you call fistula unit wo mankesim
say no ko treat you hada
oh no kware metaya na nyame adom say the mini team no ye nti ombo mabaso mam citation kama fe na kwabna fistula no da so ho to come mankesim Mercy Women's Catholic Hospital wako na ya free asa free o enipa 26 and a weekend almost Saturday Friday and Sunday no na omuwie nipa ema 26 kwabna mami bi was 65 years we're living with fistula for 46 years to ono no see so sa baba wane de oni de Johnson ko a onim ho hwe 2 months ago and ya ma no na me baby just say areho and you way say be show ho na wonim because kwabna me to wana me Johnson me ho a me tuma ba be ka che meka because wonim ade kro ya wo mu nsem ni bi enti no what ya say ye be show bi sesia na ono wakoye bibi na me say de abrewo ndu ye de koka 46 years na mama ni hu de wonye sa de bibi timi atwa na me de atena ti Mr. Saturday enti na se bia obi experience enya Johnson nko obi kwa de mienu ni nyina o Johnson no opupu sa ba wo mu hunu ba sa ti se bia wo experience bia wadaro ma ohwe ye wo nkwahia contact ni nyina wo ho na ni wafrɛ won tam akoje wa yaresa ti mankesim Mercy Women's Catholic Hospital medamo ase papa pa munyam sha modi ama enkwahia team no yadamo ase na nyame hwiramo Dr. Bowo ne team no Dr. Beko Auntie Rose any team ni nyina mo ya de se de we am som no extra nyame hwiramo papa ti mo nkoso amafidie no always na Adom TV na hwe enkwahia wiki mu nkomo infection vaginal infection ni ade strobo wasimu ho ban ti wiki mu nkomo a ye die no ba ye wie sesi ye ya Eric Sedubo di agudie mu nsem ne beba na fi health tips na ba na ene Tuesday mambo atemade ahosepɛ beba komo bi beba ahodo na fi oman atena se de pensem mo na bro to koso mo afidie no na ha ye election headquarters wo ahoboaso na ka kire wo ho se wo nso afi wo beto aba utu wi abekwa akwotene kire ko bono num ho na wabegina kire ho na watie de ekoso nya basabasa ye nya ntokwa nya bibia ye ne saa irade de ne bambo no so e wo ye nso nti ebedi ye kwamna ye wie
edanwase amunkoso wie ebesa hia.
It's a big loss for us, but also at the end of the time, at the end of the day, we still have a team to cover up and then to go in the game. But I promise you that we are always working to get what the results that Ghanaians want from us.
Minty. All right, some of our the Badwam TV, Badwam now when you go to our ocean, pray we do. Some day we can see and some Bromidina, Dinyame Bab Bernard, Padibucha Srakesi, and Commerce Jumanu to a proud producer and pay na Franco, yes, Franco Trading Enterprise. Mobatio Moncamidium Hong Kong Mobile Brown Sansona GH Herbal, so medium Hong Kong Mobile Brown 9 Tempaso, Mesha Sena Media, Wisdom Musem Bremon, Nayansha Senfi, the senior national soccer team, the Blasters of Ghana, Yame Admanawatri, a better in the Angola na ya the AFCON qualifier kwa ishe so na no ana players no the first training ishe so across sports stadium na 8 players per NBPM was pitch no so na training in wie na Gideon Mensah a player bakwa obon homodi ye power the senior national soccer team the Blasters of Ghana that to just say 8 players na omamba no enya de ya honkeka.
It's a big loss for us, but also at the end of the time, at the end of the day, we still have a team to cover up and then need to go in the game. But I promise you that we are always working to get what the results that Ghanaians want from us.
All right, yes, I know any copy Gideon Mensah Eddie Brian I am West Ham United player about Bonhomodin papa Mikel Antonio I be PM mine kan name na the same to just Ghana wabano and if they are grown be they grow Ghana hana watitim bi ewo Kumasi ho and obeso watitim brantie no mo be apabren ewo Ghana na o metime nya kwanya ko West Ham akobon akwesi akan ewo ho na nsema odi tu dwane bi nie.
It's very nice. Obviously, we know that West Ham's a massive club, and then we know that we had the Hammers, the Ghanaian Hammers here. So it's a great greeting. It was nice to meet everybody. Obviously, I've come here for my work. Obviously, we started the academy here in Kumasi, Bumbata. Obviously, we know about all the talent that happens here. Obviously, Mo's at the club right now, and we just wanted to give the boys over here the opportunity to break through to the Premier League. Inspired me is just obviously the talent, the pool that Ghana has, and to give the motherland the opportunity to get their players, our family, over to the UK or worldwide or playing football. You see the talent with Mo, with so many other players moving. So it was just an inspiration for me to be able to give the opportunity to the players here.
Young faster that can see my Franco Trading Enterprise na phones papa fee no open Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, smart TVs TV be na ope size be na ope okọ ha obenye bi na CCTV cameras no so no ebo ho potwe o also okọ na okọ je wo de na ope dodo na etu na so ope se asema meke onye mu chechemu bi afra 0246422338 and answer 05559311 yes na from now ni omudi nkomo na bibibia nkos na ina fanchire phobia house of folk share do ketekana na no and omudi 113 years yes phobia edi 113 years intino omanyi ye papa nanka omo ni panka by this time there omo retirement grandma omo gude mama yes so asom na dia na no omudi 103 years ni wie na board member ma house of folk nyaho tamakro doctor Edin Sama to just say house of folk yes no medi no enye dia enye so omudi agro so nyama bi omudi gu akwem na bibibia ekoso emomo.
This club has not only stood the test of time, but has also become a symbol of excellence, resilience, and passion in the world of sport. The way we have started now, we shall improve upon it. We make sure we give encouragement to the coach and the players. If they are encouraged, they will perform well. And when they perform well, all of us are happy. Both management, directorship, and the supporters. So once again, happy birthday to Accra Sofo.
Yes, phobia, house of folk, never say die until the bones are rotten. Yes, omudi 113 years. And na nye fedi agro co secretariat or new one omesi na ewa Accra here nye fedi agro mu jomo ni omo nonumbi na bibia koso Dr. Nyaho Tamakro nkane etie na me kanfo GH Herbal a golden herbal mixture. Yes, isi malaria drug ba bedu aso no. Se open malaria drug sisi ana wanom. E was onya golden herbal mixture. Na wanum enonum wi a huntitim onya side effect bia GH Herbal enomo akofa golden herbal mixture de brown na so no de Badwam herbal mixture de ba oye be ma we dro ni we cameraman no mo ha nyina dro mo no me production assistant dro mo no ma no Badwam herbal mixture so oye be ma na so sisi ya chairman draw here anyi Badwam herbal mixture sanso na oye be ma na se onyame bia kofom ontimi mbo adwuma yi a ewrade nyame draw no pai mekanfo de ama Badwam herbal mixture nya bi Piero abubobi osmosis abubobi me cameraman anope o se me mani mienu no fanko fie na onfanye nyama o ti o trend draw be bo adwuma ye be ma eno ane Badwam herbal na omo ewo weja SCC yes weja SCC opedudo na okọ hono ma benya bi ntino me de omona mesbe ma but opedudo na etu ko okaishi Accra haya omo na Badwam herbal sanso na okota kradia omo AA men sanso na kofordia omo Gafsen pharmacy obenya bi ato on sanso na nkokọ nso omo Hillside pharmacy won nkokọ fodia munim se mo mbema no mujam na so bokọ ma mo benya bi na mokọ odan so achim odan miami krom obenya bi ewo ochi ne ba chemical oho ena mo benya dodo na etu ntino Charlie edro de oye bema also ogina na so nesa men ena anopa dabi also bema de obodwuma na wo girlfriend na wo yire e ma mo apoafo e ma wo se ya then aka enti na Badwam herbal mixture urade nyame edro ni din ho se so oba na ye edro no enti onim de yema mbema enti omo na edwumaku anopen so omo so mas na nsem fa ukensem ensem mbram na enda ye still ewo house of folk so ye na head coach house of folk Abubakar Watara de atuja se omo so mo win back to back na mo sisi ano minister ade ho se match bi ombebo bia na mo fa ni final enye so mo di agrokra.
Ask the fans to continue support the team. Me as coach, one day I can go. The players can go. But you are there. You can't change the club, you can't go anywhere. You can criticize, but the insult is no good. Because today is a big day for us of folk. If you are putting all the processes together, the fans, the board, the management, the playing body, and everything, I think we can get a good result. Today we have a young team. We have a very, very young team. I know it's 1-2 years coming. We can contest in Africa with these people. Inshallah. I wish all of you happy birthday and good anniversary for that great team and big family in Africa.
Yes, I know any copy mo ewo honom na yenda ni fancho mu nuanu krobia kumanse asante kotoko metemba. Yes, otumfo nananom na almost enkoyi omelusu back to back 3 matches and omelusu atwa so head coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum e dia to just supporters mu nya botre ma team no na e den on be bounce back.
We need to work harder than before and make sure that we win. The game is about winning. When you win, you get the points. If you don't win, you don't get the points. So we need to work harder, look at the errors that are recurring in the team and make sure that we design drills to correct them. And then our strength, we try to consolidate them. The game is about goals. So when you create all these chances and you don't score and then out of nothing the opponent scores, I think it's very discouraging. We just have to work harder on our finishing, and I'm sure with time, as we keep working harder and harder, they will get their confidence in front of goal and be able to score.
Yes, I know any copy ewo honom na kuso kanfo Boatima Herbal Mixture and afensu Golden Herbal Mixture e the amount na Franco Trading Enterprise phones nyina papa fie so phone be na ope fridge be na ope then na ope ewo Franco for na wonya. Yes, also dan we near the Christmas so ba te wo se obo ho na enche de nyama begugu akwema ma na bibia akoso na yenda ni still ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko former CEO Herbert Mensa and so the same year to just say Kotoko ase koyi ase nkoyi na also bia nya abotre osaso anyway eka ho.
We brought in athletes, officials and supporters, about 200 people. We brought them in without a hitch. We've hosted them and shown them that we have a level of hospitality that is unique in Ghana. There is no link between this and the African Union Games. This has been an exhibition of pure excellence. And that I'm really, really proud. Look at the ball boys. Look at the officials. Look at how we've integrated Ghanaians into it. Look at the facility we're able to show. Even before we talk about the quality of rugby on the pitch. And hasn't there been some beautiful rugby? Look at those women. And you've got women who are playing who are so highly ranked. South Africa are world class. Everybody knows that. Very easy to be bounced out. After yesterday, look how close Ghana came to playing against Kenya yesterday. I know it took all the effort out of their lungs and their bodies, what they put on the line. And then to comprehensively beat Mauritius meant that Ghana qualified for the quarterfinals. For that, they've got to be very proud. Those girls, headed by Rafatu Musa, have really set the benchmark this last 3-4 years.
Yes, I know any copy more Herbert Mensa and I won't say Ghana dia rugby do Dima Kunti papa or no I say Badwam Ghana rugby no players ne bi do na 2 kwan na bi so bon more than leg no more so and you feed their grunt Herbert Mensa and so come on na before I make no that when the chairman on here a whole hurry papa Manchester United won't say na interim coach no Road Van Nistelrooy is here there and now or sitting 2 time wabre na on to me and by assistant coach the man new coach oba Robin Amoron David or say David to see the Robin Van Persie Eja United 4 point new coach no say no and obelande ya BBB or Shane Jumase fofrokra mo no chian to United say Robin Van Nistelrooy back to back we win after 10 ha call ye na new coach Robin so barrier hwe de be kosi into United ho enkom no na ukọ Chelsea so a enkom afi ho ba say young players ni bi ho a ho akakakra but coach ne bono more than say BBB because Arsenal England and so 8 players and pra if you almost squad in na coach in interim coach so at the new players 5 abe kan won ti sisi ade I say omodom ho to Ghana na say Ghana dey ho to am ntina no and in some so e England before I call no so that's like I say and come Franco Trading Enterprise yes phone papa nyina ahemfie no phone be na ope e Nokia Samsung iPhones smart TVs so Franco air condition tio Franco ye the air condition about Franco ye the air condition about ntino gadget be na ope biom eno anu say wadan weni at the chef Franco Trading Enterprise na wako 2 years Samsung yes CCTV cameras me monitor bibia time bia o here bia no obetimi adan weni at the chiro ye ma 40% discount 40% discount e o bibia obetoso na bibia akoso ama ntino pa cho enko bibia Franco Trading Enterprise na oko Google so boy na dina ebe bantini patro tina meswe and I said trot to me we are now from na only medi nkomo na akwaje odie 0246 422338 0246 422338 and I say 055 593 9311 055 593111 yes I know any Franco Trading Enterprise so na man so no call Google app na Facebook Play Store or download your app na obenya bibia o Samsung na GH Herbal we dey me bope na boys eni age GH Herbal me bo na mba eni age mba ma so eni age ntine mba ani mba ma nyina e kanfo na golden herbal mixture omo and omo dey malaria draw my bar yes onya malaria dey draw me kanfo e dey ma golden herbal mixture so no e be ma boat ma herbal mixture say usisi na ya so mbema sema nkoyi erade nyame boat ma heba mixture ukọ kashi ubenye bia to kwakta krade ko foria nkokọ na chimoda ho nyina ubenye bia to undi bro mfie dumienu a misrawo enumbi yes nti awofo amohwen se momba no mundi mbo sanfie we ya mpamcho ema emomo enumu bi ha ene brama mo kwa na mede ya wukensem ensem na esi sejuma no cho me proud producer na no pemidin etinyame ba Bernard Padibuche
Yamwa kwa baby Adom TV Badwam health tips so na wotwi so yenkomo nyina ye vagina discharge enra dog bie ni nyina ni so de akere ena me hwe signs and symptoms no said ne kasa mu no wakere de ye normal no ahwe na afa ye ne suntie ne ye room na afi waboa ye Fasedama endpoint homeopathic clinic so we yare nko ade a yemfe ni nkyere ho ene topic ya ye ka ho asemi opora endpoint atena ye bia omudi ho dwumanti ene ye di ho komo Dr. Penny wa ha Dr. Dubuaten dog yemu akwaba ne no asene nso enura anana wotwe mu nkomo nyina vagina discharge enu obo ne tofama ye ene yefese ye signs and symptoms
yo de kase ne se enura ye kan bibi se vagina discharge se oba nsuo aigu no unim se de unim ho se de nsuo aigu na afi won se nsuo na aigu no asesa de oba de normal se nsuo begu de no a me kire mu se oba anyemo a nsuo betimagu no oba otukusua nsuo betimagu no oba wo ho normal time nsuo betimagu no na nsuo egu oba no de normal ne se nsuo no colorless enka enim nsuo no enkeka nsuo no emma wase enyi kuro nsuo no emma wonu kunu hia wonte yaw saade no wo ne nsuo no ne ho mfaso ne se ebo oba ho ban e free se infection bi e be free wase because emma no wo larger genital surface e di the tendency say emmoa bi betimi e be ko wase fungi bacteria virus and emmoa bi betimi akowase na e very high e se ye mema ene nti Nyankopon no nimdie mu no wa bossa nsuo no a ene ne bo ho ban ti emmoa ne ba ho no na angofo no na kum etisa de na yi ni tete na obi de ne de ne nsuo no a egu ye na nya de normal nsuo ni bi de bo ho ban ni mum na mo nsuo ni mum no a egu sa oba no ene mum ni esei oba no esei na wodie ni nyina ene e beka se wanya bi e fense vagina discharge e kwanya betuma fa ehunu se wanya vagina discharge ni bi ene se obahu se nsuo na egu no afa hu se nsuo no egu ananka ye colorless na afa de color abam you'll be shocked to say oba be hospital no obu ana nsuo na eba no na ne de na ye nsuo egu na de na ye black yes obi de green obi de brown so no wonyi ne menses obi de yellowish what de cotton attach abonsa ye very yellowish obi de eye enti obia ne se de ne de no ne discharge no ne de no esitie se koba saa no a wonya hu color enti kwan abefa obehunu se wo de no wonya discharge ne bi ni se first of all is the color will change. Now secondly no is about the smell. Smell no. Yes, eni kwa say enti oba nsuo oba say nya infection wonya nsuo free oba say aba no e healthy. It is say bi namukura na be makura no kofa wa kanya bone. Na mmom no infection ba ho a obi why expose obi to enti and so different complications no to temi de ba. Enti bo say scent na wo ho no o de koye offensive nti o de obi a why you pant and as why you pant or pant line and am kan say line de mu semu no na wo de ben wo hwene na hu se scent no ai wa wo bo wa tu say yes scent ni fi oba no e di scent no esesa because oba no ensuo de gu oba no say infection ni mu a scent ni and the texture of ensuo no oba ensuo na ayeba no e che say ordinary water ya obi de no ayeba no ensuo no aye very creamy obi dey aye very juicy I say cheese no abobo man obi dey na aye te say chalk so hu wa mix you know na ya to eno so enye it is the texture no esesa eno so na be mu ahunu say wanya vaginal discharge ni bi anaso obi dey no so no dey betima mu ahunu say wono so anya eye no ye the quantity and the amount of fluid I feel na say ba yes etu wo na bo say nso na fi wa say ba no bum 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 a eno so no e ya de a woni pa da seni no o say wo ye de wo dwena end point to be part clinic na ye di nkomo yi ya de bi how bi asa ya de we how wo ye oba na wo say infection bi a o so obomoden ba end point to be part clinic ye hwema wo ana se chechew honam hyehyew bibi ne nam honam duanim bibi wo wani so biriwu akoma bo wo yam hye wo ye oba wo ye bema oni ukunu bema wo na wo ye de ball so na ho asane ahoden kofom yade bi how bia de make can say for end point to me particularly a free consultation o person on be din komo a untua sika ansa na woni mehia e na person ofre me phone so anytime bia won sa be ka me fa number na wo yade na yen kan ye no eni me ni ho komo na e betimi a meka a kire wo number ni 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68
Yada say Dr. Eduboate ochena nyankopon ya adoma kan ye ho sabre ya 5 minutes na ye nto ye nkomo vaginal discharge no eho yada say ye mo akwa ba biem do ba Adom TV Badwam jumade no so midin de afia amankwa tamaklo na ye benada enti ye wo faith homeopathic clinic for ewo ha ye no ba bedi enkomo ma ho fade yi say ye fa fasida no ma joy trish oko ye asalbucha obenya won na oko Instagram ana social na so Facebook na Instagram so on mo ma joy trish ta de kama fe na eshemi Frederick Opticals enso na eshemi ni sa no kama pa na Maureen so aye pitire no kama poni ne do bia se me manenka ho na me ne aye kese ti me da mo ase papa menua mema no so ajewo adwa doctor fo mienu ena wo mu free faith homeopathic clinic aba anopai ye no mba bedi enkomo mpanifo mo ache mo akwa abai
yemia
na bibia boko de
yemia dum
prophetess nso
hode pa
ejidi ye hu ma kan hu se fie nso ye
da bibia boko
ye chia no na mini pa no pe boye mu chia wo
that's right
imse nyame adom ho ye eda se ene ye hwede papa menko Dr. Aboate
mama me da se nyame nhyirawo ye chia ye tifo a ehwe Adom TV anopai ma me num se apomuden de ehu hia ye eno nti na faith homeopathic clinic dan de nyina ye jimre ebetena wa fidie so na ye kyerɛkyerɛ Ghana fo ne a ye be ya ebeboa ma ya apomuden SCP esita na impo no se yare na ba na mompa ye betumi atu a ebeboa ye na yetumi enya ye mfa ahodie na anopai no mepese ye twen adwengina niema kakra bi a ekofa wo how de brain ya pimpi no ye mfa ya adwensi so na most of the chronic diseases ananyarewa ye hu se aye krankro ewo ye nipadua no so nyina ma me obehwe no na obetrace no na ne fareba ni gina infections bi a nipa ni nya ya one treat ni ye ana one treat kura eno na ekofa saa o how no e de eba na nanse ni yehwe a bibi te say gonorrhea infection aya ade a akosoro ewo ye OPD attendance no emu because most of times no nipa no beba no obe ye no obekwakoye test na o gonorrhea ana wanya bi pain no wan treat ni ye eno nti anope ye pese ye twe ye nyina ya dwingyina so say gonorrhea yare a ehu ye ema ne bebre wo ho a enne odeda sebe mpaibobia ene ade a opa awo ni nyina no betrace ne fare ba na ye gonorrhea bi ana infection bi a wonya ya wan treat ni ye na akofa saade no aba mema ne bebre ne ye mema sem kofom ye no mu nura hodo pese ye pija ye mema mu ne ade but ubehwe mu no na infections ya ye ka ho asem eno ene ne fare ba eno ntina faith ye ho no ye so ba ye hwe the root cause of the condition ye hwe yare ne fare ba de esi dada no eno ne ye kohwe eno na ejina so ama de ne ekoso no esi na gonorrhea ne eba wo so a ehu ye eye mo anketenkete ana edeba na sebe untumi hwe obi animu nka se asemasi wo gonorrhea ntimene ne nkoda enya ade a ehwo wo nipa animu eye emo a wonfa wani hu aye frɛ no gonococcus gonorrhea aha sammoa no na ede eba na emo yi se ye betena onipadua animu a ye wo baabi a ye tai etena ye wo yetumi tena wanum yetumi tena wo minim ana se yetumi tena obema mo ye oba nso asebe wase even wo tokra yetumi tena ho depending on de oni bema na oba oni bema ehyiamu de ba bia moye obi tumi ne bema tumi hia sebe oye oral access office bema na mfa sebe ne ho anhye ne ho ntino ebia ontumi nya infection bia ebetumi atena mo na betumi atena mum oba bi wo ha sebe omoye ana access eno nso ebetumi atena o to ho no mo na akoso problem bebre bema enya sa gonorrhea ya etumi mani nya painful urination bema bi wo ho a sebe okojonso a obi atenenka ogina ho saa ochim na jonso ne mma because of this gonorrhea na abetena because ombetena ho a they cause inflammation e wo urethra nim nti e ba saa bo nse ojonso atwa no na e kamoa nti jonso ne ba uti pains pa etumi emma eye eno nche se obi a wonya painful urination bia e gonorrhea de ebe mo wahu se ye gonorrhea ne se obetu anamon na wakọ hospital na ya ye nhwehwemu ehu the type of infections and say the type of condition and this painful urination no etumi edeba afei obi wo ho a wonya discharges ebi wo ho abo nse sebe nsu fitaa bi efiri ne bema nimu etumi edeba ana nsu ne bi wo kra yellowish obo nse na eba obi wo ho nso a otumi enya your friend is saying pains ewo ni waist no any ade sometimes obi wo kra na se one oba da oti pains ewo ne bema nimu sometimes obi wo ema ne bema no shrinke obo nse ema bema no ahode no ekofom ni nyina no eye symptoms gonorrhea no etumi deba na etna wo social complication is bi ni say etumi the infertility ba oye bema se be baabi a o produce sperms no eye wo testicles no epididymis na produce sperms no etumi destroy no na ema sperms no entumi ema ti bema ni bebre eye infertile due to this gonorrhea infection oba nso saa unya discharges eye nsuo fita ana yellowish etumi ba se bi wa nka kora ewo mbebre obi wo ho nso a ojonso a onya painful urination na sebe na se ehyehye no na ino no complications ne se oso no utumi nya infertility because ebasa na baabi a utukosua fa na eye fallopian tube no ema etumi eka tale ntubo nse kosua no entumi ento emma bema ehu nsuo enkohia no obi wo kora utiri ye entale kora nsuo no betumi akwa akohia no all right but ubetumi enya ectopic because ebasa na kosua no ntumi travel entumi embe implant ewo uterine walls nim ntubo nse na ede ectopic etumi ede brew we nyina no eye symptoms a gonorrhea etumi ede ebre yenipadua no na Faith Homeopathic Clinic esan se ye yenhwehwemu pa ewo yare mu na yehu yare efare bai no eno nti ne yese wo hwe yen anopa wunya saa symptoms ya ye kan bi ebia wunya painful urination sebe unsuo bi egu enye ni nyina na eye gonorrhea ye wo other infections and sexual transmitted infections eno so produce the same and similar symptoms na de ebema wo hu ni se obetu anamo no aba Faith Homeopathic Clinic na yatumi aye nhwehwemu na ye hu the type of infection e saa symptoms yi eba impempi no obi wa wotie radio commentary na TV commentary say oh wo Johnson na be mu hyehyew enso furu be mu ba gonorrhea nti ohun ya abo nso de ne trim na okọ drugstore bi pharmacy shop bi osemanya gonorrhea nti no mama me gonorrhea dro onum adro na pains ne ne ade ne be kọ from but because you are treating wrong condition with wrong medication nti no ubon se ewa na asan aba na afi e de wo how foforo ana e de bro
yenko dog akẹ 3 minutes
main phone number na tujo na number of to be part clinic the DHuma no 0547 578494 0547 578494 and 0540 407109 0540 710940 and 0244 583859. Who say said the doctor kano ye hono ye hwehwemu ansa na emodru ye se obeka wasem ne atem drama e na de ekum nipa kese wo Ghana ha ye se itimu edi no modru ubo ho a wo hu se ne ba bie ne ya no no atodru no anom eno ya na ha ni pedua ne pi ubo ho hu se ne sorti onhwe ne ntia ne sorti no akoto mujadru bi na onom eno ne ya na ha epi obi hu se nani eye ne ya eprusuo oposa ade ben na hu ne no akoto adru no odigu so onhwe ne ha no eno na ne ye tu obi afo se ye bi di Christmas nya hoden sonko fa kodi brunya ne bi ne nsia from ne nya hoden sonko ad besim ti ye free medical screening ye branches ahodo no nyina wo ba ye hwemu ni nyina ma wo kwa ye nyuska bia se hia sa obagye dru a na waje wo mpese obagye dru na be hu ya diwi na pese wo ko na wasen aba obetimi akwa asen aba ne wo mfidi a ye de massage wo ba physio ho mfidi a wo do pio ho ye wo ne ye de check ni pedua no hu ya de no ye wo ne ye de etruchi infection na ye wo ne ye de twi efi efiri ni pedue no mu nti ye mfidie no de edoso bia one ya eye eni eduro no so ebia wadu a etwa ye de mawa ya de no kwa emebim nti we so obi beba na stroke na no mansuo ni saachia otumu sa ni sadan se so twene na nase obeba na be kakra no no ankasa tumi ye na ade obi ho beba no na infection se de na doctor ka no na afi obidi adanse ye ho no dia na ye ni gisam kese se dodo na abe ho no obi ho ba ode enipa foforo ba obi ono okudi adanse no do obi aba obi ani de na neni wode china bre but na nyame adom de na tie no asesa ama ne otumi hu ade mesre se oba o mensesen maya e wo so oba be ma wodwun so otumi sa wodwun so awchimbre wo nasi peja obi na yare kakra bi a na nanima peja na ne nsa chia peja e no ba e be hwa mo e na oba otumi sa mpa o menstruate a woti yaw e no so ba e be hwa ya di bia e hwe di ye bodin de ya mudi ye bre ni tini entimi anka ya de ni nyina oba ye be hwe ama se de ti bia be ko ye di mfidie na ye adwuma fidie no kire ya de no na fidie na kire dro enfamom e check your body mass index na check mo ja me de number ni san to dwa bim baby a wo bia no de fa number no se akra ha na wo a da Santa Maria buya janshi se wo kuma se ahema okobi
no ase no wadaroma I do ujana next time me ba me hu se de me ye no enti Faith Homeopathic Clinic na wo te won mo nka no screen ya say numbers no ho frɛ wo mo ya we bia ombetie no wode hu dwuma de amaw me kai wo se kumpu Ghana cashback promo no so ya de a ekoso prime cashback season enti de wo to bia wo kumpu Ghana no hye no so say discount da so de maw Samsung LG TCL HP Nasco Dell Tecno Infinix ene Itel ni nyina yatete so free sabre ya kwesi December ubowura kumpu Ghana one more a showroom bia na ne maboso nyina won wate so eno achi say laptops printers mobile phones desktops tablets television fridges home theaters air conditions and gas cookers ni nyina one more atete so e wo kumpu Ghana titumi kan ko to BCCA na wo mu na wo hwe ayi de wo pe wo mu no so nsemfo ba ko mienu bi na salesperson aba bebusa wotwa eno so achade bubuja na ode ekure ntitumika na fa ho hyemu sisi a one branches bia wo memu no ubowura kumpu Ghana yade sa prime cashback season no so ekoso bibi kire wadwon woni makan ya chi afre 0302 752020 0302 752020 na wone womo eni enkommo mamemfa birthday celebrant so enfem. Happy birthday we belated Elder Francis Ayensu aka Deco 1111 or Message of Christ International Ministries dunkwa wono fe kadadwen last stop eho na owo nti we abena na loved ones and omo we show Elder Francis Ayensu a belated happy birthday. Erade Shrow, Erade nyo kese kosi se obeye kese pa and happy birthday biomo so enkoma Milbet Asantua Osei Milbet Asantua Osei Erade Shrow Erade nyo kese kosi se obeye kese pa niyama taki so eye boss bakwa wo multimedia ha ne ba Samantha Taki ene wanya 18 years enti Samantha Taki happy birthday enkoma wo papa Loveless Taki awo multimedia no ma me anti adwoa ene wunu amu nyina we show happy 18th birthday erade nkoso anhiraw erade nyo kese o ma sunfra dumu enko adumu ene nenso camera technician ye ne ye adwuma e wo multimedia ha ye kese ene kese birthday inti happy birthday enko Emma Isaac Kwabna Kese ye camera technician wonkwaso radishra onyo kese kuzi so be kese pa mi kwedi mambo atman so aye crowd wo cafe banwa eho ne no ne guests na di enkomo ni afide ni free na tie enkomo koso wie pa omanhene Kwabna Santen so ebeto aso yedase
Izino the Fantador president for the Brothers and Sisters Association. Akwaba Sonko is a bar bedroom who sepe in there and the pay atna say or cafe bar noir as usual we bring him breakfast. Makacho de say peace but Papa Paza jede cafe bar noir Jolu police station chanhono bra na bejozi because most of way one neighbor no or you come up papa poncho what save him come pa or hadi na and the pay me one of the women me feeling a power industry no more at nasi for me or break a crash as I'm like the cra na mo call concerts PCS and concerts made by Grace I think 2 years ago I'll be performing I'm like hey na mami pa him for pa no sha the me talenty na what did now, for me right now, no, I'm just some part because we make a huge comeback. Our a new hit song, you know, pa victory. Now, me pede ye persona, yes, ye chika kwani I get to know her kakwa Sunday. Minim zoba ye okay, but mo mbia no ndeno. Obe yini nyinara to hono mama hen. Reverend Mrs. Mavis Asante. And I pay good morning. Good morning. Miss Mamozin, the gospel Barbie. Yeah. Who figure no and the most dress no. Oh my God. So I am Mr. Basa. Me feel one kasa. Me feel pa. Na moshe we hit ya mpere ya tutu bi na ye keke nkofo. Ya boto asida nyunkwa na meto. Aye nyunkwa na meto. So nyame amame ho amba semwa. Asidao, tayadi amaye ho amba semwa. Asida nyunkwa na meto. Babi no me hasin sama sorry. Eradi amame ho amba semwa. Asidao, sama diache. Asida nyunkwa ni abeto. Asida nyunkwa ni meto. Babi no be feeling the pop. Now so no, kashe. You are around. That's the 9 years calculated by calculation. 9 years ni na my enyo. Yes. Awo ba na yezayo. Ghana foot ni mbi so minje wona na mbi so de. But the bem pa na nti no. Auntie Mavis. Ezi na esim dem. Ekwan hin.
And I pay my miss me more good morning.
Thank you.
I mean share Adom TV ashefo nyina. Obgana for me boni bia but na ehia. That break I took na ehia because na for family and other things and I was semi.
Okay.
Yes, na ehia man shedder but it do time be a brabone sacrifice. Sometimes I'll say sacrifice my baby so and yes I want we are with when you know na baby so to see. Yes, so basically but now I needed that break.
Okay. It's not your family or so there in your break. Now wakade minimazi ake yosofo okay, a woman has no vision of her own other than that of her husband. Into no say be say na say we vision na rempo na awara wo do baby a o se di jezere ye no na kohwe moframa no ho wa.
Yes, I can, because we say na ye enano ye na ye kwa awoso ye na ye de mofrana ba nti ye no omu hia ye more than regardless of say the bear man or play role ye den aye na ye a ma time na ye wofu ti e do time bia e wo say e mofrana nyini mu ni omu ye nti o ye den ya you take that sacrifice just to make sure say if you be okay because onu ko na wonso kwa that means e ho no beto mpan and Bible says when to me and show fear to me hwe nyame ma na to me hwe nyame nyu
okay
you have to say obe make sure say if you asumdwe wo ho ani gye wo ho e mofa no mu nyini mu bibi e ko fine it's a do that time na ye ma na die we have to make that sacrifice. Yes.
I am the part that is the moment because for some time now, the conversation like and the feminists na zinto and being to me, be saying to me, obia ye change, you know, you took that sacrifice, no, it's a big deal.
Obia to me, dear, yes, sir, oh your old jima, and now oh chefy, and now your bad doesn't mean that also put something on the table. But your role now, your motherhood, your mothers.
Okay.
Into your role now, you play or feel, and you're chefy. Oh, you're day, I and I chefy. Into encramming minimum or mushemu dear. You will major role to play.
Okay.
Into Becca say, oh, me be two. Into no see be two, and then they nyan more funny, nyan be qua. One way as can obe pa, one be pa, the end of the day, no. Mo the Becha hospital kwan mo the Becha police station kwan because mo amani anko mo fra nti enema bebre betu to sim nti mo ani abre na mo pesika no na we say when you say any brain na o say hwe nkra no so yie na o say feel so e ho ye asomdwe wo ho mo fa no mo nyini mo mo ntitiye mu na ema wo mo sua because one way they spend most of the time in school
no car
nti when they come back home na say won so nza ani fia you see our school and one or sad and do of not acquire DBO.
No car. Minister OJ, I don't not me get to house in common now or casa for the fact today. I back at me at me but to no free no co school and you
that's the
thing.
A dear casa.
Oh, you serious
because it be a mother new father new into when your comfort be on it, Nadam for me. That no soon may feel free more your foot or the man until you end up say yes oh ma and cranny whatever they want you are providing but now they are lacking morally.
I like that. I like that, Papa. Into no, I don't know. Say dispel this rumor because me remember I kept her there. I mean, I was like, this woman, where is she? I was looking for you, and then some of the feedback I mean here was that oh, what's nukunu na wakanashe? No, no kwade ukuna kawasha.
Oh no, like the biamika say na me nyanyum commercially, but now I was doing ministry. But commercially say me nyanyum abetu abonti, me call rounds up and down ko fo humi na and ko fo humi. But now I was still doing ministry because every Sunday minya church programs.
Okay.
Me and so now me your program and me hosting the wives. I need to ma worry for effort. Na me say fa kwenyandu sa ko Bible school. Na me say ye juma for fronti. Even though I wasn't out there commercially, but na die ye be ya enje wo mre bebre because music did time. O ko interviews and papa no sorry na wa fifi. Nti se ekoba say why you busy with you and what's I busy with you? I want to mean balance it. Me make sure say me ye dear at least every man me wine hand me come meet me share me money.
Okay.
It's a mudu pompon so be I feel me say o money. Me ye diani su office school boy him say the bed shall bedi. On him say okay, medi way me say it's on winning. Then say I remember when me did 2016 release me next second album no na mawoki to sometimes ebu aka mu na ona won change diaper because o ko interview change diaper or breastfeed na o so rational ko interview that stress in ya na I didn't want to go through it again. I said let me just relax once the vision is there, once Adom know and kwani anwodini, you can always do what you want to do. That is life. Just say ya say oni obi e kwa esikan nti omo koja o nti me so be say me be na me kobi. But when you know say adibia you want to do in life, you can do it. Okay. And found you can do it. Relax. Emom na ye wadi. Ebe no so na eze overtake us anointing as now. Victory. And you know after baby your victory is coming tomorrow. Pam pam. Your victory is coming tomorrow. I love the pam pam. And living rent free. Oh me too. And you know nice papa ba masha me hu de wonyom is always around that line. Is that a can kunimza some another be a redasi, another in your problem, ya de. Oh, me not problem, but me my problem and shemeso. We say a radia sem say 1 hour do one to Yameson, a dear in a deep wow. Oh, soon yammy and can't say the weapon wouldn't come. Or say weapon they to fashion against you, but ain't okay. What's your say? Weapon, dear Beba. But a no one radiman kunim dieba until you shouldn't always as a child of God over focus you on the problems. I was so ma wona see no e doso e chain okasa any abamu busem de bia so kan kranches some change. The Bible say even when you are sick, let the sick say I am well. Let the weak say I am strong. Okay. Inti omre oyemu kra osinyame nti eye. One say ye. Na de bia bambusem sunsem enkoye so da nti de bia ogidi de o so kan shansa ma wo nti echema yense san ne nyo eye very na yento yes ayeyi nyo ma yento enyuma mani penny da so enyuma mani penny da so mani pen nyame mu ahoto so mani pen say yes o fem because I always say you can never be problem free. Obi any asasi so a problem. Even your career as Kenya, you still have problem. Because you can buy is another problem there, bro. But when Oma de nyamia yobia when you saw now my nyamena see a doss. Every day you get this peace of mind, this serenity around you. When you sika cry, you're okay. Because you have this peace surrounding you. It's and instead of bia ya kasa ya gidi for complain yes enema wedding obi anywhere or your case but nobody can be problem free. It's not possible. Market yanimilo no o hade mavis ma yanye hot chocolate mu cheers na hot chocolate mu cheers na cheers on antina on antina cafe banwa I love it. Aha. I had a walker, one BBI, na me pede clear wood throat mum need to na emam your victory is coming tomorrow. Yeah. But hey, erade. I don't okoye. Jolu in chan hono and where your full breakfast set up now in the mobile prize no. I be shocked. Wow. I be shocked. And the mobile prize no Zatuga ma obiare hu nti no yen kete victory mpade start mom na ye enjoy nyom na kakra nti no nku nim die ne bebochina ne wo hwehwe no bebochina wo how no basan nechi ama usu enya hoto ne wo hwehwe no memwa oh, we are begging now for crow. Ubedi nkundi. Ube enjoy then your victory no kakra I am racist here. But really too much. And even for me, I still think that he has the full potential. She can even do better. More room for improvement. And you need the too much victory. And you know, after the political campaigns, no, wala bonyum nazi. Mutokwe ne chi homa dane pe bia ka bi twom ho no. Na victory mo de manyen. Hey, MPP. Hey, this little ma. Victory.
Baby, I do victory by 7 December. I'm promised by 9th December. No, be any other tax on wine. Yehu, baby, but after the word,
yeah, Matsepa, especially me call TikTok say, we send this for you, and people for you, and I thank God.
And then you a political season, Anthony, you will see any man.
Oh, no. Baby, yeah, GD for and this message, 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 1.
Okay.
Odi for Elisha and share
okay.
Said tomorrow by this time, everybody be made and busu.
Okay.
And Joshua and said, well, we are Gina. This is a medimatam for soon. It's a biblical message. I did manyamema. Okay. And politicians almost see yamema.
No quite. No be aza. No was a marriage.
Yeah, young couldn't dear opese or use as at now they may share then any official ABR one party
on contact
one party be a contact again but almost send kayani the money can in see
okay
it's a man common a hangy
okay
yes it's yeah we share how the whole thing
but waka yen kekwe bi ima time aso election time aso ntimpocho nyimpa obi a interested bi amba fan ntam yen pɛ hwehwɛ nyim bi and copyright issues na azinti no into me fo bi no nyum ni use hardly use keke there bi o se da nyimpa no tum benefit kakra nti no yen to ho hwɛ yen hwɛ han nyum no meka ho no ma wo ye petrol oh nyum no aha nti no ho no chow pa msra ho when interested in a song I won't go Mavis into no Mavis Sisiano Yera Christmas and Wunyumono is one of the top gospel songs Olureni Sisia na yeko Christmas mono so na chede this is the time also there ebo shows na azema hen into no me ma wakwenya na it's one number to go say be so bi pede o ma eba na be perform na aze wo bia sorry no events na azasa aba number na ebo tum na ya afa
okay me da Sisia the maker say me ti akra me half of December there is booked. Yes, it's
pressure.
It's me power show. Se be ya won kechi.
Na yebo chu so ankasa. Yebo chu so
akra mambre. Na menya time na metimi abe blessing ya member ntino. O frame ntema ebe wow. Pacho betimi afrem 0244 386019 0244 386019. Yes.
Into no maybe Sasante and there yena tnasi you know chichun komo remember years in koma fa CCR no yehwe baby enyum to ekokudu promotion the way we could dra I find with difficulty biana
it's a beginning no na 50 years ago I released my first album na more of traditional media TV radio and then what they are called but now no more of promotion in online social media and am I no I had because also traditional got social media traditional media traditional media radio TV then also social media
this is more difficult
very difficult yes quite difficult and to say tactics no I say also used to all avenue just say they say any other content creators
on the quarrel.
I will say use to every avenue to make sure say the song gets to the last person.
Nice. Into no when you batten. Menya be da so one ba.
Na cha one batten.
Hey, and kasawa kechi. Nerade dosu donimba. Menya be da so one batten. The voice, Natalie, what sense of fashion? Wow. I'm a penny more and for Obi Onyimo, that was how you were dressing before.
Exactly.
I see no one life on a bar. No, now you are Tom Pepe. Victory here, the new song, so people don't follow handles on social media. Him fana, we follow.
Power show, my social media handles. I have Facebook. I am maybe Sasante Supreme Lady. Facebook. I am maybe Sasante Supreme Lady. TikTok. I am maybe Sasante. And Instagram. I am maybe Sasante Official. Yeah.
Okay. Into no ya to nkomo twetwe no yezibesi hade mada wase bebre da na pay tum na nya kwanya na nyima tena ase twetwe nkomo nya me nhyew bebre na my victory is coming tomorrow na mara no obiara so rehwe he no so the victory no ochena na obaba
tomorrow by this time
na victory no land into political parties when anyone genyum no ho no mpocho won contact him and tam yempe hwehwe enyim bia na ma yeboko court sana boa yeah sharp yeboko court
yes
cause one tum na won taking for granted them the most when ejuma way was zizanyen enti no be am tena hade bia mo pon ne chew won stream enyum no gospel artist ness de pen enyum no zibutum aya support ni nyina ndu stream enyum or event baba mabu hundole bia na izechi ko follow no on social media handles wa bo ama hen ko ka like in the pictures like in the videos commenting no nye encouraged no de penasa me feeling no now it's ne feelings me feeling na nya hwe sister ne we say we twom oh honom ti mavis na me show bebre me da so papa mama da cafe ba no afo so as na me show bebre da bi na be obe ho na aboto honom mo minutes man kama wa hade ba ka cho the bra na bepe wow experience is ba no yenwe yo more food coming na ni nyina so ye 110 in the no secret na mada to honom no nti bo what that one rush one rush and one bra cafe ba no ana one bezizi kofu nyim na ukuni o manager no so o hade manager one da mission bebre bebia adwuma de na do le efia man kwa abese efia man kwa sofo adwuma na ele ya ya mission bebre da mara na inti na obebe ye camera mam o hade Thomas buso masin be production zon o hade is mam pa na opd so o hade production assistant ya mission no na ko studio honom pa za MC honom za weba mu obomu papa Jessica obia so masin mamutum ze yi bra won nya mission won nya me adoma ye basa na ye hia CCRZ Macron one.
Well, yes, I'm back. I said this is the last lap. Oh, you be so 9:25 now. You pay jayimu. Mamenda was so good to Jibra or Eshe and this is from the Electoral Commission making Kama. But may acknowledge Kofi Adams. Boom, no challenger. Or no the medical boom, no challenger. Yadamwasi say continuously more edges as my making to more boom. Damasi in advance. Somewhat to me and this time the margin should be big. Now on Chile or no year authority with your support. We need him in parliament, to support that where the cause now more the Ghana per se the next level in our life. Isa Fusini Sukai the constituency also Papa he was a former member of parliament for Okaikwe. Is it North? Yeah, North. They say Dokuya any woman they say. I can't say woman they say anything they say. And I don't know Teresa. Oba Dadanwa. But I hear say
no be a ya pam no I'll say your friend no Ohiniba. Now we Ohiniba na went to me have your conscience here ya pam we free. Now Baba share Okaiko no. Fuseni no no muja ho a odi nkuni. Obewini primaries. Obewini primaries. Na Okaiko no.
It's turning no.
Me say ye label Okaiko no for sale. Me makoho ye label conscience yourself.
No, until me kaje go fi.
Ye label look Fuseni no no muja obo na odisika beje primaries no.
Ko ye Okaiko no so.
Teresa so be DMP for 4 years. Yemfa no entoto me ho. Ejuma me give 4 years. No yemfa to Teresa ho be dwane wo constituency.
Fuseni.
Na Teresa when can you say Teresa not here?
Jai.
When can you say Teresa not constituency?
Jai Watson.
What Kakalika?
See, Jai Watson.
Oh,
me see.
Oh, near Patawa constituency.
Me
na make am tell.
Container be no dey abesi Achimata school campus. On no Teresa. On Tina constituency.
Fuseni. Eno jajai no ho a 1 year ni juma year primary ye di sika be we ye gi free ni sem. Oh, be say ono ena we jai no ho ama ye di sika aba beji primary se ne e free ni sem. Na okai kwe no enye for sale. Okai kwe no.
Enye for sale na say.
Enye for sale. Tie. O ma hini.
Say we ni makropon.
So
every cry ekwa akropon how many minutes?
And
wakra. Enti what will be the basis? Ubi a we MP for akropon ahaya. Say maybe we MP was somewhere in the upper east region. Ubeka say distance ninti. Afa die ma worry.
Ras Mubarak fear Ablekubanov.
Ras Mubarak, yes, of course, he was going home. No, tie. He was going home. He was going home. Ras Mubarak was going home. There, or say your friend or Heneba. We are, baby, we are Heneba. Baby, I will free. Why MP were home for 2 times? Now, when to me and share what
are you thinking
now that Johnny free? Oh, Massa. Okay, Kwenov is not for sale. Okayikwenov is not for sale.
Are you part of Okayikwenov?
Me see.
So you're part of Okayikwenov.
Say some of the MPP delegates allow themselves to be bought. Intia or rejected this very hard-working gentleman.
So you're part of.
The entirety of Okayikwenov, Omun Tom vote in Fama. Me see. Omun Tom vote in Fama de Piane. Look, Akropon haya. When to me and just wait Johnny free. One kasa baby away or this year. When to me and share what ye. Now, young folk, I could not
New Patriotic Party. Tell you where a candidate or running. Amaye. Now,
Patriotic Party or Asemkra. Remember, New Patriotic Party. Make the person.
Are you sure they will maintain Teresa?
Okay, is not for sale.
Now we are all coming together.
Well, whatever it is,
we are all together.
They say, whatever it is that you consider, say, a mistake, Teresa Ladi Awini, she has done creditably well.
Nothing.
At least, luckily for us, the 2 persons, MPs. If you compare functioning on the floor, we say on every day. And yeah, because be NDC, I will choose Teresa over Dokuya on any day. And yeah, because me NDC, I will choose her over Dokuya. And I think that the people of Okayikwenov will maintain Teresa Ladi away.
Okay,
so
okay. So then, are you maintaining Hohoi?
We are maintaining Hohoi from what I gather and what I've seen from the reports that I have read. I believe Pastor Honorable Amewu is done enough to maintain Hohoi, and he's going to maintain Hohoi. Yes, not saying help work, we paid people, filing and all.
Well,
Hohoi, we are maintaining Hohoi. Yes, we are maintaining Hohoi. We are making a statement, and we are getting into OT, and I believe Pastor there are a couple of seats in OT. That we will win.
Hohoi MPP. Omonya 0 votes. MPP nya 0 votes. Even before Amewu be a candidate, and MPP nya kura omonya at least over some 10,000 votes. Hohoi. And this a wo be keep fit, and I will be bibi. Now to me mobilize even 50% of the votes now, you will get even more than the crowd that we saw on the street, because the crowd we saw there. And you more than 5,000. So I'm surprised. Say, Ubibeka say, Nipa no ko filing or you keep fit. The buses that went round.
We know our strength to the voter.
Yeah, the buses that went, and I'm saying that the buses.
And we are playing to our strength.
The buses that went round. Look, we made some strategic mistakes in 2020. Akunyanu Kudi MPP in Sem. Ewo Hohoi. We have since resolved all those issues. This time around, look, here we are primaries, it didn't take any time for everybody to come on board. As compared to the 2020 year, maintain who I say, Ebinumu feel say, the SAL area delegates of about 450 should not have been part of in deciding and so on and so forth. No issues, all those things affected our unity after the primaries. This time round, Bibisa anyhow. And so we share a Juma candidate also look, who cause this here through the support of Her Excellency Lordina Mahama, any President Mahama. Polyclinic project Koso the Dindin the Adabraka Zongo area ho. Now a hosu na Amewu cause a lot of the votes
every year. And clearly, the people have turned back to their love. Don't forget, say, even in 2020, and you say NDC, LUC, constituency, presidentially, and parliamentary, and LUC, and there were underlining factors.
Okay, so
that I will not discuss publicly. But let me say, in the 4th anniversary of the passing of our late former president and founder of NDC, Jerry John Rawlings. Exactly 4 years ago today, Yante Assembly. Some of us, Anopano na your campaign trail, Mako, Ekurasibi, Queensim, a Honona network, and share that in your few spots in our network. So, me peer Hona messages, a drop here. I didn't believe it because before then, I think on the 30th of October, I was coming to see him on the 3rd of November thereabout. But due to campaign activities, the Monday, my friend said, so Tuesday meeting ain't possible. And on my entry the next day. He didn't give me any indication, say he was having any situation. But, well, it went on and on. Wednesday, one day, Juma, Thursday, he was rushed to the hospital and situation improved. Later to be discharged only for relapse. And on Thursday, 12th November 2020, Yante Assembly. I think President Rawlings has significantly contributed to Yen Kainko. People who didn't understand him, people who didn't even like him as a person, have grown to love him many years after he left office and even after his passing. In that situation now, I'm who say Jerry Rawlings truly was a patriot. He served his country so well. And say this is truly a man who has designed out there to serve his people. Who are very far. Now we Tieni and Crawford car. Who say this is Kakai, but that was not who he was. So may his soul truly rest in perfect peace.
All right, so Kofi, that's for this information, very relevant.
And then his party that he founded will be having a small ceremony at the party headquarters. Okay. And we have directed also, say, because of campaign activities, all the teams, about 10 a.m. observe it, we should observe a 2-minute silence in honor of His Excellency.
Okay,
I will identify with that now. I feel when I'm mentioned to my.
I'm sure all Casarana mentioned to my.
In fact, I am for Oman Penny, Obia with him for 18 years, and I mean from where he started off. Yes, in Yana, or no Yaman. Ebema, Ebusia for Yako, Ebema Kofi Adams, and now Casamano, the Casamafo. It just takes me to at times when President Rawlings Kasa ni NTR said they will take Kofi Adams to Ombe Church and say what he actually meant to say. Then you know, Yamifa Nikra AC. The Oye Emma May, if we there, or yes, so any part it can be complete. I mean, none of us will also be complete until Yami Efani Crazy could say Bishia.
Okay, so on that note, Majidi say. Electoral Commission for Ingovimo, the more requesting for numbers about GA, I would break down about some
Stars.
Yeah, well,
Stars number.
Oh, yeah, they have it here. Total number of voters on biometric register 18640811. Total number of special voters 131478. Voters without biometric data 1870. Total number of valid voters 18,774,159. Total number of voters on exceptions list 33,352. Total number of voters on multiple lists 26,569. Total number of voters on proxy list 2,141. Total number of transferred voters 310,579. Total number of absent voters 441,1
173, and they have a breakdown of whatever they mean by absent voters, what they mean by without biometric data, what they mean by special voters, and all those. So the breakdown is here for everybody to go to. I'm sure the NDC and the MPP and movement and all other political parties, they will get to understand it better. Now, it's very important because
well, Omahini, I mean, one class electoral commission now, Omajin any horses are data, a critical data for analyzing register now, Omode Amaye. In this era of IT and in this era of pushing for transparency, this should have been the basic thing because Abraham now complaining about some issues to do with the registers. Now it has everything to do with some of these data figures about proxy, about transfers, about this information and that. And she said, we say why you want now with the register no my parties.
My specifics.
My specifics. Say me register now me kurano. Out of these registered persons, biometrically registered, 18 a proxy. Now proxies now maybe we call below. We can now go and add regions, the regions and then constituencies. Now you global figure. No? Out of this, transfer. So these people transfers, and these ones will be on the absent voters list, and so on and so forth. That data was necessary. I mean, when you enter now, I'm from Wadria now. We are Wadria say, "Oh, Omunkwan Omubekura inti be Omumfa political parties." This should tell the voter, Omo no Omuye concerned. They be saying the NDC maybe Yatuma Mwa Mube Jayama Obiye Yemunu should let them know say this time round we are not sleeping. We are following every detail BHE and every information here to help us say yebe analyze the system any bibia ebema about one beye finchim no yebe, and it's part of the reason intia ye call yankoji just the register now. Okay. You see you hear this data and good that it's taking them so many days and they have finally brought us sa data. Yasum yebeye ho analysis. Ni ayewo ho no ye debate ja.
Okay, so what the figures person?
Pano. Sabe Abba N1. Make some easy.
But we should be worried a bit because you go fika no. What the idea we brain now one find who's just rank one my.
Sure, any first time I ever to make some easy. And so easy cheche more the band say. Yeah, every time. And did register no my parties. Say data ya be say normally no enka ho. And so next we be sad dia. Ye be kwa analyze. Any enka who say say the computer fast there. But this is data about 18 million a year extracted. Then again, data BI is the better abonten no. And also to me justify. And to say easy eco system no more cry eco trace data na. They na easy can no say. I was say me santenas biom. Na me who say Okakwe North Immaculate Conception Roman School. Number na wo ho no. Sa na eti ebekeka kaboma over 40,000 polling stations. And sana ebeyi epie because easy and what say easy a release data be assign especially this time all can say register a certified and a final a year register obi agi atomo say eno ne aye hujumo obi apeneso say eno ene de ebeto aba and say take it from last week e bra na easy it's almost a week but hey pano data na NDC for ehwe no omusak me pa ebono no say sa dream porn amanfo di to obi etimu say NDC wini abeya na cheso obi awiemu ye munyin fi ho because e kwa battle I can't see any echo me yen hu say bibia e da ho finchin register na e de beto aba no obi age pin say register and ye de to aba say register uko police station nipa say na woso enti da e beto aba no nipa say e beto aba emfa nsembia emba You call Supreme Court 2013. I can't say elections no. Obedi nkunim and also obedi nkugua. Eye dey base of polling station. And dey base wo easy. Easy nipa over 18 million were registered. And then na easy beye. NDC etime win elections. MPP etime win elections. And the same easy chairman. Easy akasa dey. Me feel say ade was ye. As omam no say you best support to easy adwuma. E ma na akofenchem. Am obi agepene say say easy aye no. E ma playing field na aye fair. Enti obi edi nkunima eye senior Ghana for epen. Sa na ye de nka eyi bia but sa adwempo na amanfo di to obi adwemu say MPP we need dia na che secretary asise amanfo nyi field. Okay. Amogide pass say come December 7 you beto aba no enya de be bia no.
All saying with that, Kofi, just walk us through what's happening in Parliament. People are becoming disappointed in members of Parliament. What's the problem?
Why would they become disappointed in members?
A certain behavior, especially on the part of the minority.
Say minority are here then.
Some quote majority.
That's why you majority says here. You see, one thing Uncle For say, say, Parliament works with procedure and processes. We have our standing orders that guides in processes. Even the court kasa ewa abonting. And now executive per se ye bibi kura ye wo processes a ye befa edi this argument. Hanunti na emrabia aban de ba say omo betumi ama kwan say yenkoye galamsey ewo kwaye numa ya to say eye reserve no. Abra omo ye omo adwin say omo pese omo ebe yi samra no free ho no according to the attorney general no o say the same way wonanti ewura mu ebe mu no sa kwan no so na o say wonanti ye den epie. Many of us suggested say nka omumbra just by a mere motion keke to get it out, and because both sides have agreed.
Bring a motion to take the CIL out.
To take the airline now, mandating president to permit mining in forest reserves and
you should come by a motion.
We just said Anka, they should do that. And yes, simpler and straightforward. But the Attorney General, the advice now to come and say, or say, omuye process and not embed that parliament for 21 sitting days. Because sa kwano and omuye then omufemu edimbrana by.
So he didn't want to go out by the window.
So but we thought say because one now you say this very session of parliament yentina for 21 sitting days. Yentina for 21. There was no way we were going to get 21 sitting days. And you know say you cut that route now. Yentu and no na Emma some NDC members, sponsor a private members motion and a bill. They say, "Young amended section 3(2) of sa to me amended and also the same effect as having withdrawn the entire LI because section 3(2) no and Emma Aquina say mampeni to me makwan say yenkoye mining in the forest reserves and what have you." So these were the things that were happening. And now, the president, and we work with president. In the 7th Parliament, Speaker Michael Kwe applied Article 97 1G. Or apply 1G. 1G, kura maybe in Kofobi Beka say, NSO Street was applied. And it affected Honorable Andrew Esiama of Fomena say the party no edin ba parliament no afide onka party no hu biom because wa ye den wa ko independent enti onka party no hu biom nti ni seat no aba be vacant enti from that day na speaker here ni pronouncement 7th November no ontumi emma as what member of parliament me sure say at that time me Fuseni now or parliament part na ni je because now party whip ya whipping say more the one year so eni je bebre e bae na ye de call ye na afi de ya ba benya 3 persons omu wura parliament in the name of political parties na omu through the same process almost independent. After the enye parties in per se and now raise information, but obi biara to me at the facts at the bread to the attention of Mr. Speaker, where the mandate constitutionally is vested in that person to make an indication or pronouncement so as the person to be able to go. And through petition and statement, or back on the petition by and another one so the statement by. The statement was commented upon, and a speaker ebema the indication as to the value judgment of statement now. But it was a ruling.
On the statement.
On the statement, well, you can consider it because it has effect.
The speaker ruled
I'm
on the
saying
statement.
that it has effect. Once Once it has effect, statements we have varied statements. The time allotted for statements in our standing orders, statement is only in this way or that way. Statements can lead to the speaker directing, say, for me, even an ad hoc committee to look into the matter. A statement can lead to a referral of the matter to a standing committee or a select committee, say, a statement can also lead to an indication, because me my statement parliament very early days on cocoa issues. So that time now for me even now we didn't even have ministers and the rest. The first deputy speaker was the one presiding. He used the opportunity and ordered for certain actions to be taken. So in the first time statement has resulted in orders being given by the person presiding. The first deputy speaker has done so on my statement. President Yese will be statement, made me statement in relation to cocoa. So Mr. Speaker gave the indication, and he indicated in the statement now, you're on that statement, and he said, well, there's precedent, but he is not bound by that precedent. Now, so he can rely on it and further expatiate it. And in Crawford now, Omone Professor Michael Kwekra anya adwen. Based on the expatiations, Mr. Speaker Albambag Bendema yeno, Emma Omwa Fidi Omu say no, it made a lot of sense. Speaker Ukwe ne ruling made a lot of sense now based on further elucidation. Well, once it's been gaveled on, Parliament works with that. Because we Parliament, we deal with numbers. And the same Mr. Speaker yeba Parliament in January 2021. Now you say you equal numbers. MPP 137, NDC 137. But the same Mr. Speaker now okay say well, or Makwan say independent and indicate say okay, obey say and obey say he will give some indication, a normal indication. And that was where he introduced a coinage, the majority group. So the MPP, there's no MPP majority caucus. And no, the MPP is the majority caucus. MPP is no majority caucus. What we have is not a majority caucus. What we have is a majority group. Because they're +1. The independent member cannot join to form a caucus.
So the party MPP
is not a majority. It's a majority group. The group comes in because the independent has been added. One fine independent then they are not majority. So we have MPP caucus.
Which is not wrong.
Which is not wrong.
137,
137. Say, friend MPP caucus leader. And they say, as far as we are concerned, based on the 17th October ruling of Mr. Speaker, the independent member of Parliament is no more part of us. Until we go through any other process to rescind our decisions based on Yankro Foka Supreme Court Aka. Because we are not a party to anything at the Supreme Court.
It's not been effected in Parliament.
It's not been effected.
So you are going by what the Speaker has said.
What the Speaker has done. The Supreme Court Aka has not been effected in Parliament.
That
is never
a very effective Speaker.
You see, on the 22nd of October, the Speaker attempted to make us aware. Say he said he has been served with the process, and per the understanding of what the speaker sought to do on the 22nd of October, and he said, who said, sir, directives are every court ever, and the process that was served on him also. And he said, Parliament will have to take a decision. And on the 22nd, he adjourned because now you need quorum for decision. Because Parliament had already taken a decision on the 17th of October. So Parliament needed to go through a decision process to either resign its decision or affirm its 17th October decision, despite the new facts that Parliament would have become aware of. But because now you inform me the decision quorum ninti, he adjourned Senate. Then we were recalled based on Standing Order 53 and Article 1123. So we were recalled and I buy on the 7th of November based on the recall. I said, based on the recall, no. Almost speaker say on Freya, speaker Freya. Luckily for them, caucus leader, the minority caucus leader, Afenyo Marking, the MPP caucus.
But that's where the challenge is. It's not a minority.
It's minority.
No.
As far as Parliament,
as far as our Supreme Court is concerned, the status quo remains same.
Look,
but it's not been effected in Parliament.
Supreme Court don't announce who is minority or majority.
Perfectly agree.
And yes, Supreme Court no announce.
Nobody challenges you on that score.
And I'm saying that.
But there,
as far as yen working document, and then Ukofa Parliament Hansard.
No, that one. Yeah.
Ukofa Parliament Hansard. Ukofa the official report. Ukofa the votes and proceedings as corrected on the 22nd of October. No, HRSA, the MPP is minority. That's the record that we have in the House. That record no, has not been corrected by any other process. In Crawford, yes, and your court, and a bed determine say a majority, a minority, and so on and so forth. The court cannot do that. You go through your processes. So as far as we are concerned, that entity or the minority leader and leader of MPP caucus, Afenyo Maki, luckily, Mampeni Mbeka Nchireye say, Omwasisa leader of government business. And Tiwufa and standing orders, the chair of business committee is leader of government business. The chair of business committee is a leader of what? Government business. And Afenyo Maki is the chair of business committee. He had the responsibility to summon a business committee meeting. Omobe adapt whatever they want to adapt.
Sitting where? Sitting where? Sitting where? Right side or left side of our.
Well, make a business committee. The committee they omushia or committee. Baby on person omushia bia. To say ni moment omushia or baby omushia. He is the chair, and once it's recognized in your standing orders, say it is the leader of government business that is the chair of the business committee. You cannot fight that. Atufosun is majority leader, but not leader of government business.
Atufosun is
the majority leader now, but not leader of government business. Afenyo Makin is still leader of government business, so he's the chair of that committee. Atufosun, as majority leader, drew the attention of the class and said, make a business committee, but the committee has not met to propose business or even to consider the issues petition Mr. Speaker to be added to the business. That hadn't happened. And the chair of the business committee alone cannot sit somewhere and decide, say, I've agreed, say, in a business. No, we don't do that. And Fuseni knows that's not what happens. You preside over a meeting. He knows. He knows. And even at committees level, chair, you don't even have original vote. Say Bibi Banas or say Yetuaba, the chair of the committee don't have an original vote.
He has a casting vote.
Well, he has a casting vote. That is if there's a tie. If there's a tie.
It's all committees
and
of parliament.
That, and I'm saying yes.
All committees of parliament.
I'm only trying to indicate the fact. Say what the chairman, the position of a chairman. Say Ono says because Matthew or baby say Ono catch Clark and they say the recall is based on something. And the issues now you raise on and the petition, the issues for consideration and business.
As a chairman of the committee, he didn't have the authority to do that.
No, you don't have the authority to do that.
Oh, okay.
You don't have the authority to do that. Look, I'll show you the standing orders, both current standing orders and then old one. It doesn't it doesn't give the chairman those rights obey so Afenyo didn't call the business committee meeting. So the house didn't have any business to transact. That was the main problem. The house didn't have any business to transact. Mr. Speaker now have to adjourn our Senate because of what? Lack of business. But the mandate of committees generally, consideration of reports, realignment of blah 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 blah. So Ubaha business committee. The business committee comprises the leader of government business as chairperson, stated clearly. But Mamenka Bibibium, report of committees. The deliberations and recommendations of a committee shall be presented to the House in the form of a report. In the form of a report.
Collectively.
Collectively. The committee shall consider and adapt the report prior to presentation of the report to the House.
It didn't say the chairman.
It didn't say the chairman.
Okay, hold on.
And the report shall be signed by the chairperson and the clerk to the committee.
Okay, so
Omo consider the anyway. Now Mujituma, the chair was signed, the clerk was signed, then it is now presented to us. And my colleague, Honorable Husseini knows that say you were in normal sitting timer. You were in normal sitting timer. Those times, every Friday, you presented the business for the ensuing week.
Understand what I'm saying? Night is near only go next. Go next. Also say cry. But
you understand what's happening in Parliament is saying?
Oh, Nyame Adom, mame sa enchia o enchia Kofi Adams. Na menchia wahwefo. Na kwesiada no Minister of Education, Honorable Opa Education, the Yaye, and a initiative massive at the Airco 2024 elections. Opa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, initiative.
Parliament.
Crown. Within the last 8 years, answer near Bebem, we share senior high school. We share boys, and I say, Emrantier. 100 biya ema 68 na e compare ene wo hwe emema na asem rantie 100 biya ema 106 and a compare eno chero impactor free SHS na aye in the life of the girl child enu ene ye pese Ghana for ehwe ho ye ka say you ofu dia pano on the piano ade sade ade ma Ghana for no say we a huge indicator. Say, you are sometime be no. Odu pempe so be after no housemaid and a son face such in it. Nyanya kunya ekusuku. And so research is what baby I say. Once you improve upon enrollment, it has a direct impact on the gross domestic product of the country. It's Ghana for. I just idea I cannot say. Ha pempe so and ye di at the children edition akusi. Munkoso na mo chance. Na me wie no na me ba parliament in some enyam na meko
na baby a odi kofa e dey sen ko seb
because na so nyamre ana nye dey opera
wo dey me ko parliament street no wo dey me ko parliament and say wa kai education na say ma ene nka ma ye yie no fi
onya out time no oye
busy
onya out time
what na come out
one ka kokoko
dey man ka kokoko ase me
o ma dey o ka so sa dey na me
now baby a wo kofa raw food
be nice. In the words of Honorable Muntaka, I say Bagby is the worst speaker in the annals of the history of Parliament of Ghana. I was in Parliament when Bagby, the current speaker, he was the longest serving member of Parliament. That time, he a friend, the father of the House in the 8th Parliament, and he was the second deputy speaker at the time. And then, senior. On the 7th of January 2021, numbers no equal see yenya 137 plus 1 and 137 no ka ofi say obi ebetimi ad so parliament mu a preside and yenya productive parliament and ka hwe current speaker kobi enyi nechi he rightfully no he know because of his experience longevity our house he was there when he started or when he started into abakwa sema wo parliament nyina no enyi ekuta no and you expect to say obi say no nka obeye speaker no you expect to say obeye obi otene kwanyemu a obedi asem na so obe preside obedi chairman no e mana kosi kama Ghana for ebenya ho faso now so 8 parliament e dey nehu entokwa e go parliament since I started parliamentary democracy in 1993 menkai anytime yes maybe no obi asom wo parliament obi asom wo parliament but then tokwa ye wo parliament that is what the 8th parliament is known for and na me wo bia me de say behavior na down no send the speaker cause so sure any decisions are o take wo parliament nyina e be si hoya then o my ban say nyikusi o de obedi mrahye bedwam cha mepe dressing kra no asesa and obehunu na dress it so who no hinu who you be a wo preside wo je charming o mrahye bedwam
oh so exhibiting tradition also is being questioned.
That's why you know say make bia yenka eno ano no mo enyem na meko muntaka say only na anya adwen officer what time na say wo undermine no enyem na meka muntaka na kai na say obi so ewo mo di akotene pass answer na Kingsford right honorable Kingsford man of Badwam base speaker e muntaka ono okan enyem me fu say ni na meka sa da no na metime dem na me hwe TV muntaka na ekon one ni moja ekon ye speaker ebe speaker asemi ne fire by no at what point now determine say we mu na ye majority we mu na ye minority ye mra wo memo no yakun na ye ka ye wo bakosem bebre a kire say to me na e be kire say member of parliament collective qualify so betina register bedum and now so on qualify no any speaker answer article 99 and they say the High Court shall have jurisdiction to hear and determine any question whether a person has been validly elected as a member of parliament or the seat of a member of parliament becomes vacant.
Any question.
Article 99.
Any question.
Any speaker answer. So Babet na mrashe bedwam. No aka say we unqualified. You can no dey akoshe speaker okwe. Speaker okwe dey no. I was a member of parliament. And I make us I was a member of parliament. They didn't see here. Adom ko na from New Patriotic Party no. A political party. No political party now we rode on that political party to become members of parliament. You can say, Papi, we feel equal. That's on the equal the bar. On the equal MPP, you know. MPP a truck or dome speaker say. Papi,
Omuchi speaker address so.
It is to say MPP mo. It is say MPP no the bar. Mrashe bedwam a ene sa akonya no ya twe na asa
e dey na isi enti a ofri MPP no
enti osensan ho
e dey na isi
sa le trokoma speaker enti na I was a speaker take decision and I make chew and I make chew what you say even at the time as speaker could take it that decision there were prominent members of the MPP they disagreed with the speaker just because of article 99 I said sa da no na no ye di asem bia ene ye hu say ya anye ni years ada na and now I say to us one. Ufum kuma. And then ufum kuma. Exactly. Sadano say who said the no. And him rano and to bra. And no say we should continue.
And
then AC. For the first time. No And okrepa say obi a statement for parliament. It's that time okra because honorable Haruna Idrisu eka watamale sank oba parliament ono ebe move motion. Yanko hena me amadamfo ato honorable ato forcing the minority leader. And also a jumping in with the statement. The afina assembly I call manya say when you move there was
no problem at all. There was no problem at all.
Say, oh, yeah, statement. Based on the statement, Speaker, I can say, watching 4 MPs, and I make say to me, no, any speaker can say, any speaker can say, Obi, if you say,
he's repeating
because of the decision now that MPs not take no. Often call high court. Okay, the chief question assem, Bokwa sem review sa na twie dila no ne ayarga mu sem si oboko ni nyina no high court na di no ye ndi no supreme court ndi no parliament enti what has changed and then the coy na sa wotie majority leader honorable afenyo market isenkumu won eto de bia enye nyamani nyina na ye kana bonte ba ye push us na wo se oba na obeyiwa Enquatwe. At the time, no media pronouncement, honorable Nyomaki say. At the time, Oko Supreme Court, according for Article 97 1G, Speaker was away. Or not catch them. So you can take your whatever decision now. So, make Supreme Court. Supreme Court here, institutional. You know, and you're now, and can mean. So, Obi bet me doubt to the interpretation. Supreme Court, the Beba. Constitution provision. Because media too. Now share press conference na speaker na. Okay, say he believes in the supremacy of the constitution, but not in the Supreme Court.
Yes,
the Supreme Court is the constitution. Because of
Supreme Court is not the constitution.
Me provision be. Kofi bet me that same provision. Or the entire say be ejuma. But Supreme Court and no what say to me no or say provision na what constitution
but they are not the constitution.
They are not.
Why
they are not. Supreme Court is the constitution. Supreme Court is the constitution. No, the fact that you interpret doesn't mean you are the constitution. The fact because they have misinterpreted the constitution before. That is why they have departed from their own. Sometimes orders in the past. Otherwise, once the Supreme Court has spoken on the matter,
you will disagree with the Supreme Court. It's right. It's your right. And no, you have answer. You can appeal. You can go for the review of the decision. It's provided by the Constitution. But the case has to be made. Say Supreme Court and we will say to me now. Or the
so I understand and say who is now the majority?
Oh, NPP, Supreme Court, I can say, stay.
Supreme Court.
I say, Speaker. Sir, oh, yeah.
We are going by what our Speaker, not the Supreme Court has said.
That's Supreme Court determined majority.
Ebra, speak Supreme Court. Stay the decision of the Speaker. Didn't he appeal against it?
He did.
If he didn't recognize the Supreme Court, why did he appeal? Why didn't he?
No. Instructions in Supreme
Court. Certainly. Well, let's not get confused by the provisions. Say, Parliament is a master of its own rules and can determine. Yes, to an extent. But whatever Parliament does is subject to the Constitution, which is the supreme law.
Yes.
And the Parliament cannot do anything illegal within Parliament and say we are the master of our own rules. No. When we in the past, when the standing orders of Parliament has been disagreed with the provisions of the Constitution is always been carried. Look, the Speaker has plunged our Constitution, our democratic, into a constitutional crisis.
Oh, how?
Oh, of course, we don't have a functioning Parliament.
Oh, how?
We don't have a functioning Parliament.
Who says who?
For 2 occasions.
Says who?
For 2 occasions.
How?
Because of that pronouncement he made. Because of that pronouncement. At what time? One may ask. At what time do you determine who is majority, who is minority?
Wow.
At what time? He is plunged our democracy into constitutional crisis. And he, as quick as he finds a political solution to this, the better for him.
Okay, Makofi wrap up.
Onima, Omahini.
Wrap up.
Mientia, they be a make catch Ghana for mu team and opay. Says Amika say MPP Amanyoku, Amanyoku, or say Udio Muichi, because Omu Eni Asema Omukan. Nya Omu Bekane. Ubeti no wodwen say eno no mo de be ye djuma ochina no mo mfa nye djuma
Kofi Jaisa
omo principles ebi ni ho
they don't have
convenience convenience nkwa convenience as and when
eti eno adamu ye
as and when
e abere mu dia na mako
say MPP convenience so enti wo wutie ho wodwen say asema omoka asem na to asum enti me de be ye djuma no wo dada wo
settings party
convenience
exactly. Exactly.
Oma convenience do why?
Exactly. Convenience. Oma hini. Osha because yenimenti say yempese ochina party bi ba be ka say oh ye dey say anase say e dey ye mra enti ye mfa nye djumanti abra na ye chiro constitution ye sheda article 55 before even the 97. So ye pese ye di in order of chronology, Article 55 already demanded BB from an organization and some of a political party. 55(7) under political parties, organization of political parties. 55(7) say for purposes of registering, a prospective political party shall furnish the Electoral Commission with a copy of its constitution. Enti ansa na yebe register MPP Amanyoku omo constitution adea
emre bi eni ho asisi constitution
na make say I am quoting from the national constitution open article 55
na make say emre bi eni ho asisi
mami bi ma
emre bi eni ho asisi mrapon we
yes say ansa na we be register because whatever you put in there must be acceptable, must follow
fit into
the national constitution, and FITIA Electoral Commission will reject you, will call you to order. And they say, who call the MPP constitution forfeiture of membership? It fits clearly into Article 97. Because the constitution designed to protect multi-party democracy. And nothing that we call Article 3. Look, you say Parliament cannot legislate. Parliament cannot legislate. Parliament shall have no power to enact a law establishing a one-party state. And the constitution religiously protects parties, multi-party democracy. And nothing that constitution mark one say. Ubeba parliament in the name of a party. Now I sorry say we call independent. And that's what has happened. But the MPP, they don't have principles. It's only convenience. On the issue of what? Education, look, me catch them saying, NDC, you even a bigger problem, free SHS. You see, you have Taichi, regular source of funding. Now you start the university. Parliament. It does not be
afterwards.
So that you will not just remain at the lower level.
Really?
In that 3 days, you have not even consulted.
And that 3 days, which be a majority.
After December 17th,